everybody, Matt here from Matt Lakes Comics. Today I'm going to do the my response to the top 10 that Alan did, or the top 10 books that I bought in 2024. And I happen to have them right here. But I want to take a quick moment to be a little somber. This week represents the first anniversary of one of my best friends passing. And I just wanted to say to Ashley, we're still thinking of you. Ashley was a big strawberry shortcake collector, and I keep the little doll as a sort of token of remembrance of her. So, Ashley, today's video is dedicated to you and your memory. I hope you're awesome wherever you are. Now, to the books. Okay? The first book that I bought this year, these are in no particular order, but they are, I know that the four most expensive books I bought this year are in this video. This one is my first Matt Baker book, Teenage Temptations #5. It was also my first Golden Age book that I ever bought. And I did acquire this off of Alan, who, of course, is responsible for these whole top 10s. Next up, I have Adventure Comics 287, which was the first appearance of Devim, the knave from Krypton. Now, Devim, of course, for those that remember, or those who don't know, was also born on Krypton, and he managed to escape the destruction with his parents in some sort of how do I put this? Some sort of laboratory thing that was made to go. And Devim managed to survive to the 30th century. So eventually, in this book, he's on the 20th century Earth because he's the rival to Kal-El, his former neighbor. And more details, of course, are in the book, but it's another one of those. Here's a guy from who also survived the destruction of Krypton, and we'll go with that. Books. My next one, this is World's Finest 82. It is my oldest DC book. It is 1954, just after the code, as you can tell, or it was, as you can tell by the size of the code thing. It's still a 10-cent book, obviously. The heck is, yeah, there it is. It's very tiny. The 10-cent is very tiny. Anyways, in this book, you got the Three Musketeers story of Superman, Batman, and Robin being the Three Musketeers, as well as a couple shorter stories in the back, as was the want of World's Finest back then. So that's World's Finest 84. Sorry, 82. World's Finest 82. Here we have Adventure Comics 303. This is the first appearance of Matter Eater Lad, who inexplicably is worth more because of his mention in the Peacemaker series. So as a result, his book was worth about $60 compared to some of these other first appearances of characters like Element Lad and Bouncing Boy around the same period. So as I said, Adventure Comics 303. This one was a grail for me. This is one that I had taken a long time to find. This is Adventure Comics 332, and is the Super Moby Dick of space. This is the one where Lightning Lad loses his arm fighting against a big space whale. And even though I'd read the story many times because it's been reprinted in a few places, I still wanted to own an original copy. And it literally took me years and years to actually finally track down one. I've had no luck with this book. I lost every auction for it. I must have bid on it 5 to 10 times. Excuse me, over the years. And I never seemed to win an auction. Next, my next two books are both from the same series. They're both Golden Age books. And I, again, bought them off Alan. This is Crime Smashers 6. And Crime Smashers 8. They are great books. They have pretty good stories in them, and considering that they're short, they're small series. It's a small series of only about 10, I think. I might consider trying to get run at the whole series. Just not as a I must do this, but as a here's another Crime Smashers I don't have kind of thing. Next book is not the most expensive book I've got, but it is one of significance that I've bought this year, and this is Crisis on Infinite Earth 7, The Death of Supergirl. I remember talking with George Perez about this book in person when I was lucky enough to meet him. And we had some running jokes about this book between the two of us, and it was nice to have the conversation with him because Supergirl being one of my favorite characters and her death making me very upset when I was younger. At least I got some closure to it by speaking with him. But I've had it in graphic novel form for so long I didn't bother getting around to buy it, and then I found a nice copy for sale this year, so I decided to buy it after all. The last two books are both Action Comics. This first one is Action Comics 251. It is the issue right before the first appearance of Supergirl and has an ad to that effect in the book. This cost me $75 Canadian, knocked down from 90. But it's not in the greatest of shapes, but it is together. The cover is attached. And it's just considering this book is now making the rounds at $300-400 in some grades, I feel lucky to have gotten it this year for such a decent price. And the last book from this top 10 today, and this one is another Grail one because with the movie coming out and the potential for him to be in it, I wanted to get my hands on one of these before it got too crazy. And this is Action Comics 340, the first appearance of the Parasite. I am discovering as time goes on that a lot of people love the Parasite. A lot of people think he's a great villain. And I didn't realize until I was going through my comics the other day, filing a bunch of books that I'd gotten in the last couple months, just how many different Superman Parasite stories I have. I may end up pulling out a bunch of them and doing a video on the character because the character is interesting. And if you would like to see that, please comment below if you want me to see a Parasite video. There was some great stories in both the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, because this wasn't the end. There was Parasite fought Supergirl, for example, as well. There's some stories in the Bronze Age, there's stories in the Silver Age, there's stories in the Modern Age, and there's even a New 52 Parasite from an origin point of view who had one of the best origins I've seen for a villain. So anyways, these are my top 10 picks from this year so far that I've managed to purchase. Please like, comment, subscribe down there, down below on anything you like, any book you think you'd like to get, any books you want. And of course, if you want to do the video challenge, all you need to do is hashtag the same hashtags that are down below, and tag comic collector geek in your thing because he wants to see them, and I believe it's top 10 Friday that he wants the hashtag to be, and something to that effect. I'll put it in the description of the video, the exact hashtag he wants. But the more people that spread this, the more videos we get to see, the more books we get to see, and we get to see what everybody likes and what everybody's grails are. Anyway, my name is Matt, and I like comics. And I hope you do too.